Hey everyone, I just did 45 push-ups. Let's play some Satisfactory. That's just going to be normal for this series. So, other thing, we got some mods. Let's see. Transportation. There's that. We should probably mess with the hypertube today. Oh, but I don't actually have the hypertube thing. Let's see. Fluid buffer, lookout tower. So it looks like I do have to research stuff if I want to get the elevators. Okay. Did Ring Fitness doing anything? Did Ring Fit make doing anything easier? Not really. Yeah, I mean, Ring Fit is great for you. It's legit good exercise. I haven't been doing it as much because it started breaking my house, but that's kind of besides the point. Okay. Let's figure out what's going on down here. A lot of these are starting to stock up finally, but not all of them. Which means, I think in general we just need considerably faster belts coming out of this system, don't we? Yeah. Faster belts and a lot of other things. Okay. Because, yeah, the iron's coming in. But it's coming in rather slowly. My mouses. Not... Eh. Standing desks are great, but my cords are not long enough. Okay, let's see. I was watching on YouTube and you're way behind what you've been doing. Yeah, I've been up to a lot. Okay. So it actually looks like we might want another elevator up in here. Do I even have space for that? Yes and no. Okay, let's make some space. So, for starters, we don't really actually have enough space up there. Really? Is that... Oh. That's why. I put my stairs over that. Like a dummy. Alright. Let's fix that. Hopefully... No. It's not higher. Trying to do that while standing on a belt is not going to be very easy. Which is an inconvenience. Alright. I think that's taller. Yeah, that's taller. Perfect. So the reason why I want to do this is mainly just because we need to get more iron up in this. And I can have other entry points as well. Nope, that didn't work. But I figure it'll probably be nicer looking if I actually have a higher, especially because I believe we have stacked belts now, or can stack my belts. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to try and do that. It's actually legitimately difficult to get these to line up properly. Either that's going to be too tall or just right. Okay, cool. So now we're going to figure out how to get back up here, because I'm pretty sure I wrecked the ramp that I needed. Yep. I mean, I also kind of needed it. Let's see. At least suddenly I didn't have anything there. Good. There's an elevator that I can... You know what? Let's actually... Where'd I put my hub? I put my hub over here. You're also using slow elevator instead of faster. I mean, I'm using slow everything. Oh, there's 30 more push-ups. I'll get to that in a bit. I'm still cooling down after the last two. So we have lights. Let's see. We'll do that in a second. We have more lights. Programmable elevator Mark 1 is kind of expensive. We probably have the resources stocked for it. Yeah, let's start working on that one. Let's go get the resources. I guess I'm gonna have to figure out how to get around, but that's okay. No. Hey, I can jump it. Cool. Let's see. So, yeah, we've got 100 motors. Let's see if we have any reinforced plates. Let's see. Are elevators in the game now, or is it mods? It's mods. Okay, good. We have enough. Tally ho. Tally, I'm going to break my ankles real bad. Let's not do that. Let's see. I should probably also mention I've got a bit of a runny nose. So, yeah, I might sound a little stuffier than usual. Nothing to worry about, though. I don't know. I've had this for, like, the past week now. Let's see. Oh, damn it. Did I not actually pick up the motors upstairs? No. No. Okay. Nope. Can't make it. I mean, I can still make it. It's just not quite there. Seriously. I thought I picked up all the motors. Dumb game. If there was an easier way for me to heal. There is a farming mod that you can get for this, but the problem is the farming mod is currently out of date. And I don't know when that's going to be. Let's see, exercising while being sick. Do you want to die? I'm pretty sure I'm not going to die from doing a couple of push-ups. Oh, you kidding me? I was just shy. Alright, I can make a couple of these. Literally 2. That's all I need. Come on, keep making them. There we go. Now, obviously, if I had pneumonia or something, that would be a completely different story. But I don't have pneumonia. Okay. So I'm gonna tear a lot of the ramps up. And we're gonna put the elevators... I mean, honestly... It's tempting to put the elevator, like, right kind of at the beginning. Let's see what we got up top first, before I do too much. Because we probably want to have more elevators going up there. So, yeah, having my first elevator just be right there is probably a good idea. Alright. Transportation? No, that's jump pads. Walls. Programmable elevator. Needs more reinforced iron plates. Got it. What's your biggest issue? Purely just speed. Everything else is actually okay here. I guess let's go grab some boosters. Let's just speed that up. I know realistically I should... Boosters are important and I should use them, but I should actually... It would be better for me to have more parallel production working on that instead of just boosting one specific factory. Because it's so much harder to balance for boosts. I also don't actually know where my boosts are. Shoot. I wonder if I've made them. Maybe I haven't. But yeah, I'll probably make another machine. I want to make sure the lower floors are set first before I really start worrying about it, though. And getting this elevator down, first and foremost, is kind of the most important thing. My biggest issue is just going up and down this structure, and if I don't have to rely on ramps, that's going to make my life a lot easier. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's boost you up. Power! Overwhelming! Crank it up! Well, it's a little faster. So I'll have to pay attention. Make sure it's not gonna run out. Okay, it is actually slowly gonna run out. So we'll set it at 200%. Because that's fine. Which actually means that I can put one more of these down and not have to worry about overtaxing the supply. No, we might overtax the screw supply, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, because the screw supply is not coming in nearly fast enough. Well, it's fine. Let's see. We can make an elevator with hypertubes. Yeah, I could, but I don't have hypertubes yet. And I wanted to mess around with this mod to see if it was any good. Let's see. I think I might honestly just hand produce the remaining ones. This is unsafe. But unsafe is good. Oh, it's not. Okay. So it's this tile right here. Programmable elevator. Do I just have to stack them? Wait. Okay. So how does... Okay. So how do we go up? Oh. 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 Okay. So in that case, do we want to move it back by one? Or move it over? Yeah, it's obviously facing the wrong way. I was kind of hoping I could have it, like, rotate or something. Like, have a second set of doors on the other side, but that clearly doesn't work. So now the question is, how do I want to do this? Because option A, put it at the end of the factory. I didn't really build this place with elevators in mind. You know what? We're gonna go lazy. I'm just gonna rotate this thing. We're gonna just start with this organization. There we go. Okay. Second floor is good. Add another floor. Good. Oh. Only takes us up 2 floors. Okay, there we go. So I'm just going to leave it like that for the time being. It's obviously a little ugly. But you know what? It's better than what I had earlier. And once we get hypertubes, then I will probably just use hypertubes instead. But you know what? I'll take what I could get. That's the only 3 floors total. There are higher tier versions of this elevator that I can unlock that'll be more helpful, but I think honestly we're just gonna probably switch to hypertube at that point. The resources to get the hypertube a little higher than I have. Let's see. Okay, so question is, what do I do? Right. I was working on iron production, mainly iron lines. Because the main issue is just we don't have enough going in. One problem is I organized this so it would be every other, but I don't have a big enough factory up there. So you know what? Let's just break out the spaghetti for a little while, and we'll just Do we break out the spaghetti? Yeah, let's skip spaghetti factoring. Because we can get up to the second floor no matter what, and we've got the elevator, so we no longer need to worry about locking any of this off. So let's close that. Eventually, I'm just gonna have hypertube network going up and around the outside. Let's see. So I'm gonna take a look at this. So biggest issue is we just have. Wait, hold up. No, that's working as intended. Yeah, biggest issue is we only have so much iron rolling in. Faster belts will obviously help, especially with faster mines. But that's hard to do right now. So I think what I'm going to do is logistics. We can do stackable conveyor poles, which sucks a bit. Or does it? I'm just going to do that for now, because we've got 3 upraised things. They're going to come from exactly where I'm standing. And they need to go somewhere, but I don't really have them sorted yet. And so just having them come onto these conveyor poles will be good enough. Okay, there we go. So next order of business, figuring out where to actually have these routes. Because no matter what, it's going to be a little clunky. But I effectively want these to just kind of plug in wherever. Which means we might have to figure out some kind of floating splitter organization. Right? Can I put another... Oh, I did not. Okay. Oh. Because I don't have enough pipes? Alright, going up. Alright. So are any of these backed up? Yeah. This one should be. Thank you. Eventually I will probably grab another set. But later. Let's see, I should probably mention the music we're going to be listening to today, at least for the start, is all by Aphelion. He's on the Pretzel Synthwave. Pretzel Synthwave playlist, and I really like his music. So I figured, why not? Okay. So I'm just gonna have that route down like that. It's not particularly clean. Well, okay. Next question is, can I have it be cleaner? The answer is yes. Obviously, we do end up with some, like, weird clipping issues as a result of this, but worse things have... Honestly, much worse things have happened. Okay, let's go down. So yeah, this thing's having problems because there's not a whole lot of output. What I could do is actually have a secondary, like, tier it up a little. It's not a terrible idea, honestly. Okay, so yeah, let's start by wrecking this. This is... We just don't have space for it. Not here. But we do have vertical space. This is a tower, after all. Whoops. So let's make the most of that. I wish I could, like, bird's eye view this just a bit. Okay, do we just keep it the same? Sure. Okay. There we go. It's just going to be a little tight. That's kind of by design. Okay, am I missing any other belts here? I'd say we'll find out, but we honestly won't. Let's see. Absolutely loving the music. Thank you, Avak. Speaking of, how's your computer? Because I will admit I feel a little guilty playing this without you. If you ever actually wanted to do Satisfactory again, I'm down. Or Dungeon Defenders or some other things. I keep holding off because, you know, I don't want to stress a man's already potentially messed up computer. Well, I guess your computer died, so it's... I don't even know how you've been managing without a computer for so long. Probably like laptop-related stuff. Let's see, right middle is missing. Okay, let's get up here. Is it? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! Shoot. Aha! That's one way to do it. Let's see. Thankfully, your work laptop is beefy. That's good. Because, yeah, I will admit, I always operate under the extremely paranoid side of things. And I rarely have less than 2 functional recording computers at a time. I don't know. Just makes me feel more secure. We have 8 computers in this house. Yeah, it's a little excessive and a little wasteful. It's like the one business expense that I can, like, really justify. I don't know. I can justify a number of business expenses. Okay. That's a merger. Do we want to... Actually, no, we do. Done. Okay. So it's going to take a little bit for some of this stuff to go, but that's okay. Let's see. This one should connect up here. Perfect. Now I'm reasonably certain that that's... I made an awful mess out of all of this, but that's okay. Do I want to try and clean this up at all? Nah. Spaghetti. I'm just gonna accept the spaghetti in this specific circumstance. Normally, I've been very good about keeping this factory clean, but today, nah. All right. So what that should do is put some more down both of those 2 lines. and we'll figure it out. I guess this is not actually the best balancers I would like it to be. If I wanted to have a oh, geez. Yeah, if I truly wanted to balance these lines, I would need something a little bit more considerable than what I have. Oh, I'll take it. Those belts going through sand dunes. Shh. It's okay, it gets melted down into iron anyway. Alright, so let's go take a look at the actual lines. The answer is... it's okay. I don't really know what to do with this one. Well, that's fine. I will replace... I mean, honestly, I'm going to replace almost all of this once we have the refinery, because I'm going to have to hook this whole thing up with water. And that's going to change this entire factory. That's part of the reason why I'm not going overboard with a lot of these resources, because I know this factory is a very temporary deal. Oh. I have to be on the other side. Elevator. Shoot. There it goes. Thank you, elevator. It kind of works. Edit floor name. There we go. So now we've properly named our floors. So there's no second floor. Push-ups are good and celebratory waffles. There's a little bit of spaghetti that has snuck its way into the waffles, but otherwise we're okay. So biggest issue here is screw output is a problem. That's not so much the output as we need to update the belts. Is that full speed? It's... yeah. You can tell, because... wait, actually, can you? I have no idea what's a... oh. No. I have no idea what's a tier 2 belt at this point. Is there a good visual indicator anymore? Yes. Yes, there is. So this has like a white stripe. The yellow bar gets a little bit more considerable. So yeah, that's all T2 belt. Okay. Haven't updated those yet. I'm not even sure if we have T2 elevators yet. Nor does it matter too much. So obviously, got a lot of updates that I'd like to do, but it gets very expensive very fast. I'm going to burn through almost all of my higher tier belts just getting this done. For, I'm going to say somewhat unclear reasons. That's clear enough. Okay. And at some point I'm going to rip these all apart. Let's see. The question is, now, are you getting enough? Yes! Okay. So, I think it's hitting equilibrium. No, it's starting to stock up a little bit more. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable upping the production further, at least without working on my downline. And even then, one way or another, getting a lot more than we were having earlier, which is good. Okay, so let's go back to push-ups are cool. I should probably... what speed can I set this at? Warp. Bam! Oh, I love warp. We could also... wait, hold up. Organization. Programmable elevator. Okay, excuse me. What about ground floor? 120. Or second floor, 120. Go on. What? No. 120. Go. Oh, max is 40 meters. Butts. Alright, whatever. So, that didn't work quite as well as I wanted it to. Why does the elevator look so janky? Because it's not part of the game, it's a mod. We're starting to mod this game. And you know what that means. I mean, anything, really. Okay, so what do I need for refineries? I'm not even sure where they show up. They might honestly be considerably later in this tier system. Oh, we also have the hypertubes. So we need to actually go work on steel. Because I have basic steel production. We have the foundry. We have these things. Okay. So in that case, I'm going to just... we're not going to be able to... Well, Okay. Cable. I think I have plenty. So we're not going to be able to just skip or handcraft, I think, a lot of the steel stuff. I'm going to go double check, but I'm 90% certain I'm going to have to make this as a, Okay, steel pipe, which just requires steel ingots, which is actually really convenient, because I can straight up make it cheaper. Just 2 iron ingots and 2 coal to make the steel instead. And it makes it faster, too, which is really good. So we're probably going to want to go source that elsewhere. I'm just going to dump the iron ore. I know I could manage it. I'm not going to. Question is, could I actually just make this myself? Yes. It's actually supremely tempting to not... Yeah, I'm just going to handcraft the 200 steel pipes. I know that's, like, super dirty. But as soon as we get the next one, we get the tier 2 miners and some other stuff. And so I might as well just kill time for at least a little while. Let's see. We wanted to... No, it's V. We're looking for coal. I am pretty sure there's some coal over here that we spotted. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure it was pretty close to some iron as well. I like this music a lot. It's actually really good. Angle this down a little bit. There we go. I don't like the implication that like I have a lower cut shirt. There's something about low cut shirts that makes me really uncomfortable. When I was in Croatia, I'd wear muscle tees, not infrequently. God, those things are loud. But I would wear them because it was a fairly hot country, especially in the sun and so on and so forth. And so... Well, I'm attempting to smack this thing in the booty as I jump over it. Because normally they got pinpoint accuracy, and I don't like that. Alright. Worked. It didn't work great. So we want to do production... Miner Mark 1. Oh, I didn't even route any power out here. What am I doing? Creepy cave? I'm gonna check out the creepy cave. Okay. I guess I could have just manually harvested this. It's fine. Where are you going? Come back here, Dago. Thank you. I gotta remember, we should do some research on their bits. Okay, that's pure iron ore. It's got some shrooms. Let's see. Do you consider yourselves gaming YouTubers or Twitch streamers that upload to YouTube? Gaming YouTubers. Absolutely. The main thing is, I feel like... I mean, we're the gaming... Gaming YouTuber Twitch shoots. I don't know. I mean, so effectively, I started with YouTube a year before. It pays way more of my bills. And so it's kind of hard to consider myself as anything other. Oh shit, that's just another giant thing of iron there. Let's go get some personal miners. Do I want to just, have I been storing coal? Because that would be the smart thing to do. Anywho, it's a weird distinction to make, because effectively the two things are very, very similar. The only difference is YouTube has almost no back and forth between the audience and the creator, except for in the comments section, whereas Twitch is supposedly all about that back and forth, that, you know, that community interaction. But ultimately, no matter what, I'm a guy playing a game in front of a live audience. Even if the live audience happens to be, well, okay, maybe, hopefully you guys are living, but it's either live or, you know, just slightly later. Rebroadcast at a later date whenever on demand, I guess. I don't know. It's a weird distinction. But like, I'm actually always a little baffled that more people aren't like more streamers aren't specifically putting their content on YouTube and vice versa. Like it honestly weirds me out a little bit how few people seem to think YouTube's even a viable platform to put their videos. Okay. That'll cost a little bit more than I have. We do have an equipment workbench here, but not a crafting workbench. So I'm going to get rid of that for a second. Eventually, I'm going to want a hypertube out here. Okay, so I need like 3 more of these. Anywho, but like the differences in content style are actually fairly small, and most people don't even really think about them, and yet for some reason they're like night and day for a lot of people, which is odd because like I owe a lot of the reason why I am able to do what I do to the fact that I do both as opposed to one or the other. Shell is making weird noises. What? Oh. Shell, you're the worst kind of commenter. Want to read the thing I wrote. Want to read the thing. Anyway, yeah, YouTube keeps giving money for views on old videos. Twitch has no way to archive your old streams permanently. All that content would be lost without YouTube. Yeah, think of all the streamers that, you know... Let's see. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of coal while I'm here. Oh, do I need a higher tier splitter? Is that it? No. One of these is not a Mark II, I think. Either that or it's actually just pulling more off of this than I thought. I guess, yeah, it's actually just pulling off a fair bit from there. Alright, whatever. We'll come back with the Mark II mining machines and some other stuff. Let's see. That's good. That's exactly what I need. Do I want to wait just a little bit more? I'll grab a little bit more. But yeah, so like, obviously, a lot of you guys will show up specifically for the live show, but a lot of people can't. You know, time zones are a thing. There's, I'm gonna say a whole 2/3 of the world that's not going to be able to watch my content. Even if they wanted to, they just would not be able to show up to a stream unless I streamed at a special time, a special date, or whatever. and so it's easier for people to specifically, yeah, go to YouTube and watch it later, assuming they want to, or find it later, anything like that. And it's gonna sit there for who knows how long. I mean, really, until YouTube shuts down. What? Oh, yeah, why do I have them over there? Let me move that. Yeah, sorry. Shush. No, I can cover the early access. It doesn't matter. When you sign on Twitch, there's a clause that bans you from streaming on other services. True, but I'm not streaming on YouTube. I'm putting the video up. I do think that's an absolutely awful clause. I don't like it in the slightest. I think that actually makes it worse, not better. I know realistically they want you to be pulling in as many people as possible to one platform. At the same time, like, when I switched purely from YouTube over to, or from like 50-50 over to pure Twitch, when I got partnered, I lost maybe half the people that watched over there. Like, only a certain number of people actually bothered to come back. Oh, meant to put a question mark. Sorry. I mean, it's fine. But so, I feel like what Twitch should probably do instead is, yeah, actually just say, like, yeah, stream to both platforms. Because they should be going for, like, more full-time creators that can actually devote their time to the platform, as opposed to, like, it works for the bigger guys. I think it works well for the bigger guys, but I don't think it works great for the smaller people. And I know, like, from my perspective, I grew a lot more once I started streaming to both platforms. Like, considerably faster. Okay. So we want to sort some of this down. Move these over. This stuff. Which I should probably actually chuck into the MAM. MAM's here. What's up, MAM? So we want to do alien organisms. Okay. So we have the medicinal inhaler. Ooh, that actually looks really neat. Let's see, inflated pocket dimension and expanded tool belt. So I guess let's get that one, let that one go. Okay, and let's make some steel. Right. I can't make it by hand. Where do I make the alternate steel?